Morning. Welcome to episode 171 of Riding with Tim. Oh, wow. Let's see here. So, this episode here will feature me going to work. We got back from our vacation Friday evening. I will be posting some shorts and some videos of our vacation if you guys want to see. Here, let me give you all clips. Here. I do feel somewhat refreshed. Thank my wife for the coffee and the breakfast this morning. So it's let's see here. It's back to business as usual. Hello. Good morning. Oh, this window is nasty, you all. Goodness. Whew. That's good enough for that. Cleaned it off a little bit. Look at that sunrise, y'all. Look at that sunrise. Thank you for the light. So we were my alarm had went off this morning, and so I hit snooze. I was like, okay, I got about another 25, 30 minutes before I really have to get up. So I was laying there for a second, and hurt my children. Somebody's outside, blah, 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 blah. Here they come to the room. Somebody's outside. And I was like, oh, shit. So I got up. Well, look, sure enough, there was somebody outside sitting in a car. I don't know what they were doing. We got up. Well, I was already up, but I went and got a shirt. Put my shirt on, walked outside, and it was a daggone Amazon driver. Neighbors got a dog. They were scared it was going to come over into our yard. And, which I don't blame them. Shoot. I'm about halfway scared of that dog my daggone self. Ooh, look at the deer. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There's one sitting over in that field. Two sitting over in that field. One's a buck. Two of them's a buck. Oh, wow. Got some nice size racks on them, too. Two bucks sitting out there in the field. Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for the like. Thank you guys for jumping on today. Great. I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you guys. Welcome to 171 of Riding with Tim. Thank you for the likes. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Like I said, we're going to have some clips of our vacation to the Smoky Mountains this weekend. Well, it wasn't even this weekend. It was this week. Felt like a weekend, though. But I'm going to have plenty of footage. So you all check it out if you get a chance. Good, good. I'm glad y'all are doing good. Okay, hold on. Does it say just a friendly cat film boy? Is that what it says? I read your name. Now subscribe. Believe me, I've read worse. I've read worse. All right. But thank you guys for the likes, for real. Appreciate it. Yeah, but I can't speak for the wife, but I'll speak for myself. I had an amazing time. We had been to the Smoky Mountain region before. Oh, that sun is bright. Oh, they're coming along with that house too. I'll find out who's the builder. MKB is who's selling it. Let me find out who the builder is. They are really coming along with that house. Okay, hold on. I'll try to read your comment as soon as I get to a safe place. Oh, I ain't worried about all that. You know what? It is what it is, man. To each his own. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we was talking about how to. I was talking about how to debate. Two people that are close to me were having a debate. I'm not gonna say they were having an argument. They were having a debate. It was getting a little heated, so I chimed in there, and I'm just like, look, blah 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 blah. All right, and so the only reason why I chimed in is kind of de-escalate the situation, but also there are people, we can have a disagreement and not be mean. All right, and I'm not saying either one of them was being mean, but what I'm saying is I've seen so many people debates, and disagreements turn ugly. I mean, straight ugly because somebody doesn't agree with you. Okay, let's see here. Femboy doesn't mean anything inappropriate. It's just a feminine boy, but it's used often in the. Oh. Okay, I got you. There's only been one name that I wouldn't read on here, and I'll never forget it, and I'm not going to say the name. But I have kids on here too, and he or she, whoever, was wanting me to read the name, and their name was very inappropriate. I do have a warped sense of humor. I'm kind of ashamed of it a little bit, but I did laugh. But I was like, I'm not reading that name. And like I said, for the sake of my younger viewers, there's just certain things we shouldn't expose our children to, man. And we've been exposing them to a lot of stuff. And I'm guilty of it too. I've exposed my children to some stuff that in the long run, when I think about it, they shouldn't have been exposed to that type of stuff, you know. I can honestly say there are certain things my kids weren't exposed to that I was exposed to as a kid. But then there's things that they got to see or hear I didn't get to see or hear when I was a kid. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. Everybody parents differently, you know. Sometimes I wish I could go back and redo some things, but just remember, as a parent, there's no do-overs, guys. You just got to move forward, but there's no do-overs. And I really think that as a parent, you should respect other people's children as well. You don't even have to be a parent. You should respect children's space and their development as well. But anyway, I was getting to the where. So here's the thing that I have a disagreement on, that I really don't understand the logic of it, is people can go around and spread their opinion about things, but when somebody else has an opinion that's opposite, they're wrong, they're being rude, they're being mean, they're being nasty. I don't understand that. And that's one thing that people are going to have to understand, is when you put your opinion out there for everybody to read or everybody to see or hear, be prepared for somebody to clap back and say something that you may deem inappropriate, but others may not. And just because you deem it inappropriate don't mean it really is inappropriate. It just means that it bothered you. Now, there's some things that, in my opinion, yes, that are inappropriate. But there's some people who will look at me and be like, dude, that wasn't bad. I mean, it's just like my friend here. Just a friendly cat femboy, you know. He just schooled me on something about that word in his name, where some people were uncomfortable with it. Me, I was not uncomfortable with it. But at the same time, when we look at situations, just like I was trying to tell them, I try to deal with people individually. I don't get on there and make a blanket statement about a group of people that are in a certain race or a certain gender or a certain sexual orientation or a certain class or a certain working class. I don't get on there and make a blanket statement about everybody in that field without knowing everybody in that field. Does that make sense? That would be like me saying everybody that's named Tim is rude and selfish, just mean people. And I've never met, or I haven't met all the Tims of the world. You can't go around and do that. You can't go around and make those types of statements and not expect to offend somebody and have them come back at you, and then you try to flip it and say that they're wrong. Not mentioning anybody in particular, but I've seen it happen on both ends of the spectrum, whether you're a liberal or a conservative. They're all doing the same thing. They all point the finger and say you're wrong, and then they push their opinion off on you. Yes, absolutely. 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 I'm reading on, but that first line is right. We live in a world where people believe everything they read, everything they hear, everything they see online, but doubt and don't believe in God and the Bible. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And thank you again for coming on. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You know what? I mean, at the end of the day, I know what my Lord has deemed me to do. And it's not to condemn anybody for any action that they have done. But if you ask me, or if you bring it up around me, I will give you my opinion. I have learned not to argue about my opinion. I will give you my opinion. I'll leave it alone. God will deal with you one way or another. You don't have to believe in him for him to work with you, because he's going to. People don't realize. Oh no. Well, I just mentioned your name. So, I mean, at the end of the day, people, God will work with you whether you like it or not. But I don't argue my opinion. I will render my opinion, and then I'm going to try to leave it alone. I'm still working on that. I'm not going to say I never argue my opinion, but I try my best, and I've learned, don't argue your opinion, because number one, when you go to arguing, people close their mind. When they close their mind, you're not going to get your point across. Okay? It's just not going to happen. When you go to calling people dumb and stupid, rude and ugly, they're not going to listen to you anymore. But when you state your facts, number one, your facts, not your opinion, but you state your facts, then you tell them what your opinion is, maybe somebody might take hold and be like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Like this lady walking across the street now, she is on a mission for God. I heard her telling somebody in the gas station about that here the other day, that she is out at Long John Silver's every day reading her Bible and studying. Absolutely. And I challenge you, Femboy, please, when you read it, Read it with an open mind. Read it with an open mind. I'm not going to push it off on you. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. But I'm telling you, if you read it with an open mind, you might look at things differently. You all, I got to get off of here. Thank you all for your, thank you guys. I love you. Y'all be careful. Stay safe.